felt very much that I wasn't very good at anything. But it really knocked my confidence as a guy growing up. I've always absolutely loved cars, bikes. When I drive, I feel connected to the car. I feel like I'm part of it. Hi, my name's Fran and this is my story about how I became passionate about motorsport, cars. So I first got into cars and bikes really because of my dad. My dad was in the RAF and he used to ride motorbikes for the RAF. But then as I came like 16, 17, I started getting interested because obviously going to start driving, and I had a little minivan. That was my first car. And I put like Corbo racing seats in it and a little steering wheel and things like that. So I first really became interested in drawing cars when I was in school. And I remember once I came bottom in an art exam when I was about 14, and my art teacher wrote on my report, "If only Francis were as good at art as he is at playing the euphonium, he'll never get to grips with this subject." So I joined the police force really straight out of school. So I didn't do very well in my exams, but I always wanted to do something to help people. That was you know, my career aspirations, and I thought, I'll join the police. And then when I was 18 and a half, I joined as a regular constable. I'd say at the time that I joined the police, I wasn't really doing that much art. It was just something I enjoyed, you know, from time to time. And the guy in Cwmbran that did the framing for me, he said to me that I should do some prints of my work and go and sell them at Goodwood. And I used to go, yeah, whatever. And then one day I decided to do it. So I did a picture of a police car. I set up a team with Gwent Police called the Interceptors. You may have seen the programme on the TV.
Police Interceptors, bringing you unrestricted access.
So I set up Interceptors for Gwent Police. So I had these Mondeo 220 cars, which were all gunmetal grey. They looked really mean, and they used to go around like in a pack and just sort of like do loads of crime prevention stuff. And so I did a picture of one of these cars, and I also did a picture of the police helicopter because I used to like going up in the helicopter as well. And I had them on the wall in my office, and then I don't know if you remember a world rally champion called Colin McRae.
Colin McRae. Police remained through the night at the scene of the crash near Colin McRae's house in Jervis Wood near Lanark.
I was a police inspector at Abergavenny at the time, and I was doing some work with his former co-driver, a chap by the name of Nicky Grist. And Nick saw some of my work in my office and said that he wanted to commission a painting, a tribute painting of Colin. So I said, yeah, absolutely. So we produced that painting together. It took me 5 weeks to paint it. It's gone all over the world. And that was really the start of my journey into sort of professional motorsport artistry, I guess. I've worked with Stig Blomqvist, Hannu Mikkola, Juha Kankkunen, McLaren Formula One team, Red Bull Formula One team. You know, in your life, you set yourself things. You say, I want to do that, don't you? And so I had a couple that I really wanted to do. So one was to fly over the Grand Canyon in a helicopter, and the other one was at some point in my life to build a car. And I had at one point in my life a very, very nice Lotus Exige, but I didn't feel like I was invested in it. And so I got rid of it and thought, right, this is the time now. And so I thought, I'm going to do it. And that was the start. Took it, put it in my garage, and I can't remember how long it's taken me, 8 years probably, 9 years to build it. building this car has definitely been one of my best memories. I've always said that life is about memories. When you get old, you look back on your life, and you know, I think about my grandparents, and they were always talking about what they were doing and what they did when they were younger. And I think you make those memories for yourself. So this is very much one of those that I'll probably bore my grandkids and my great grandkids with for years. You know, about how I built the car.